Hi, it's Buzz Dempsey with Nova Home Loans, and this week's tip of the week, we're going to talk about financing tips for getting your offer accepted. In today's fast-moving real estate market, many properties have multiple interested parties. Here's a few tips to make your offer stand out. Make sure you get a completed loan pre-qualification letter from the lender, which means the buyer has provided the lender all their financial documentation in advance. Work with the buyer and the lender and try to find out what is the least amount of seller contribution to buyer closing costs needed, perhaps none at all, in order to increase the net proceeds to the seller from your offer. Ask the lender about a fast closing date, and if that's feasible, suggest a faster than normal closing date on your offer to the seller. Have the lender explore the possibility of conventional financing as opposed to FHA or VA financing for the buyer. The perception among many listing agents and sellers, right or wrong, is that a buyer with conventional financing is more qualified and stronger than a buyer with FHA or VA financing. Suggest a listing agent contact a loan officer to verify the strength of the buyer and the validity of the proposed loan program and the closing date on the offer. Finally, ask the lender to make sure that the buyer can go up a little in price and still be qualified. So if the buyer chooses to do that in a counteroffer situation, he's free to increase his offer and still be qualified. Here's an example where this strategy really helped a buyer buy a house this last week. I have a client who came in, we got him pre-qualified for both conventional and FHA. The conventional had 5% down, the FHA had 3.5% down. Talking with his agent, the buyer decided to offer a conventional loan on a property that just came on the market, that was well priced in his price range, and that had multiple people looking at it. The buyer offered full price, no seller concession with conventional financing, and a fast closing date. The listing agent called me to verify all the information, including the closing date, and to make sure I thought it was reasonable. I confirmed that it was, confirmed that the buyer was a strong buyer, did not need seller contribution to closing costs, and as a result, that buyer bought that house and beat out other offers on the table. This has been Buzz Dempsey with Nova Home Loans, and this week's tip of the week. I hope this tip has helped you, and good luck with your offers. Take care.